Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and here is the new car on the channel. Some of you guys guessed it in the earlier video. Some of you guys thought it's going to get an XJC or coupe, which is something I would love to have at some point. It's on the wish list, but this has also been on the wish list for a while. A very early pre-HE XJS, and this one is particularly early. It's 1975, so first year of production, but it's number 68, so very early one. Has some of those really early features that some of them had as well. So I'm not an expert on the early cars. I know some people are, so I'm going to do some research and try and show you some of those in the future. But today I thought the car just arrived maybe an hour ago. I haven't had a chance to even have a look around it. Let's just have a look around it together, and then there'll be lots of videos in the future. This will be a long series. It's quite a bit to do, but we will do it in steps. It will be getting it on the road and MOT'd first, going through the engine, all of that, and then there'll be other things. But I am proud to mention one thing. This channel has, in my opinion now, reached the next level. I have my first sponsorship. It's very Jaguar related, well, extremely Jaguar related. It's a company, Simply Performance, in the UK, and you may know them as a Jaguar Breakers, and they also make a lot of good performance parts for the V12s, do manual gearbox swaps, and a few other things. So they are supporting and sponsoring this build on Living with a Classic with this car with a lot of fun things. We'll go through more what we're going to have in the future, but it will most likely involve a manual swap. It will most likely also involve, a better sounding exhaust, bigger throttle bodies, suspension modifications, a few things I think will make this a very cool car. So let's have a brief look around the car, just our first impressions, and then there will be a future video where we dive deep into seeing everything that's wrong with it, make a list of what I need, really a wish list from Santa of what I need to fix up this car, and yeah, we'll go from there. But let's have a look around it. So when you first have a look at it, it looks very good. I mean, it is very dirty. Sitting in a barn for about a year is where I saw it, at a friend's barn, and then before that it's been sitting outside in various places. I don't exactly know the whole story. I just know it wasn't completely put together. I think it was actually sitting at a body shop, not done. It's been sitting outside sometimes, and yeah, it's just had a little bit of a sad life now, but we're going to turn that around and make this a very nice car. So first impressions, it looks very nice. Besides it being very dirty, also has been on a transport truck from Stockholm till here in snow and slush and things, so it does need a good wash. But overall, paint's not that too bad. It's definitely not show quality. It has some places I will need to touch it up, and I think that will be the plan. Touch up some places now, and then possibly in the future it might get a complete respray, but we'll see. Maybe parts of it can be saved. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, it's a nice looking XJS, and that was just my tripod that fell over. It is very windy. I have some wind deflectors on the mics. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. We got storms here pretty much every single day, but that's what it's like this time of year. And back here, one thing that is not correct is this part here should of course be matte black on the early cars, so that will have to be fixed. And these missing leathers, I believe they are in the boots, so it should have all of those. Has the early rubber bumpers on it. They are all intact and not scuffed up or anything. Just a tiny bit there, but not too much. They're just faded, so have to make them nice and black again. Inside we have well, there's a lot going on. It doesn't have the original interior mounted in it. I think that when they restored it, they wanted to make it look more modern, so it has a 90s XJS interior in it. But I do have a pre-HE biscuit interior. It originally was a biscuit interior in this car. It's just sort of been stuffed there in the car. Not sure if it's completely complete. I don't exactly remember what my friend said who sold me the car, but I think most of it is there. Otherwise, I will need to find some parts. But it does have a complete black XJS interior and a back seat, so I can sell that at least, get some money back for the project. I think I do have the door cards for it. I know I've seen them at least when we looked over the car briefly, and yeah, otherwise that's pretty easy to fabricate, make new parts if all the if the backing and stuff is in bad condition. You can replace that and recover it. Otherwise, correct steering wheel. If I believe the mileage, which I sort of do because the car wasn't on the road that long, it says 49279. So that could be 49,000 kilometers. And that could definitely be correct for a car like this. Yes, of course, it could have turned over once. That wouldn't be too bad either. But, you know, it wasn't a very old car when it was off the road. 1988, 1989. So definitely. There are some trim pieces not mounted on the car, but all of those are with the car. So around here, that trim and stuff is with the car. But let's have a look at the good bit here. And got a lot of wind. Here it is in all its glory. As you guys know, it's my favorite engine, the Jaguar V12 5.3 pre-HE fuel injected. I love these. The one in my white XJ12, it just runs so well, such a nice engine. But yeah, we have some remnants of rodents. Not seeing anything majorly chewed, but some droppings over here. It was in a barn. And everything is here. Everything just needs to be gone through. So the sad thing is that everything was probably gone through in the early 90s and has just been sitting. So some previous owner has decided that these were polished instead, so they weren't painted. He polished them up and they've oxidized now. They've had these chromed, which they should be black, and a lot of other things. So I think had a lot of new parts thrown at it. I think we also have some paperwork that the heads have been off it. So lots have been done. Sadly, it's just been sitting. But you won't believe it, it actually does run. I'm not going to fire it up right now. That will be in the next video, but it does run. There's some issues with the keys, so you need to hot wire it. But it does run, it does go into gear, and it does drive. So not too bad really. Let's close this before it blows off in the wind. And have another look at the car. Like I said, this is just a brief first look at it. But honestly, I think it is a very nice, beautiful car. At least I think so. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited about this project here on the channel? So that's it as a first look at this car. It's just way too cold to do anything more, and it started raining again. So I'm gonna go inside, and then I think in the next video we will empty out the interior, see what all is in there, because I see some remnants of mouse droppings. I'm gonna try and clean all that off before I put this into my barn or my storage place, just to well, hopefully there's no mice or anything in it, because I don't have any mice in there. At least I've never caught anything in the traps, so don't want to bring that in there. And I also want to give this thing a wash, have it look nice. So in the next video we'll do that, go through, make a list of what this needs. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you think it'll be a fun project here on the channel? And I definitely do. I'm very, very excited to work with this car, and also very excited to get to work with Simply Performance, try out some of their cool upgrades, make this into a very, very nice XJS. Anyways, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Until next time, I'm Adam, and this was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.